Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. It's another one of these low light days and it looks like we're in for a shed load of rain. Oh well, saves water in the bonsai, I suppose. Two of which need repotting, so I need to get them in before it rains because I can't stand repotting bonsai when the flipping media's wet. It goes everywhere, it's like mud. So I have got two more to repot. I'll probably get on with those later today as I haven't got much to do in the grow room today. But I don't know how these things happen, but this is Hibiki, Dendrobium Hibiki. I haven't had it too long. It was a good plant. I've mounted it recently and it's bursting into root growth. There's an awful lot of activity on older roots branching out, growing new stuff, new roots coming out near the base, finding their way through the moss and round the edge. So we've got good active root growth now. And this could be buds, could be Keikis. Same here. Yeah, these are really old dwarfed canes, but there's life at the end of them. But whether that's going to be new canes or buds, I don't really know. But I was relatively confident that these were buds, so I went into my notes to update the fact that it's in bud, and it's not in my notes. How can I miss a plant out completely for so long? You know, I mean, so I haven't got a record of when I got it, who I got it from. I mean, I could probably go back and find the original video where it first arrived, where I'd probably have that information, which I may well try and do, because I don't like inaccurate notes, if you know what I mean, but no notes at all. So I just don't see how that's happened. I know I've got a couple of where I've taken Keikis off of plants and put them in pots. I don't bother adding that to the notes until such time as it's a viable plant, because they're effectively duplicates anyway, so I don't bother with that sort of thing. But when you get a plant like this, I know who I got it from, and that will limit me, because this came from Peter White, and I'm pretty sure I bought it at the Wessex show, or at the meeting where he did his talk, but I think I actually got it at one of the shows. So I know the dates of those. I can go back and have a look at the videos around that time, because obviously it would have been a new plant, a new orchid. It wouldn't have been an unboxing, not if I got it from Peter. But yeah, so this one has been missing from the notes since I got it. So I went to update them and there were no notes. And I've got a feeling that when I shuffled my dendrobiums around in the notes, I've put them into their sets. So like the Latoria types, the winter resting types, the Phalaenopsis types, the antelope types. I've put them in sets. And I got a feeling when I was like cutting lines out of one bit to put them in another bit, a line obviously went missing at some point, but I've gone back in my notes to the start of since the last time I archived, basically, which is back into the beginning of February, and this one just doesn't exist. Well, it does now. But anyway, I'll have to wait and see. These could be buds. They do bloom on old leafless canes, but whether it's capable of blooming on little stumpy canes like this, I really don't know, because to all intents and purposes, these look like seedling canes, the original canes, and then they've gradually got bigger over time to where they are now. But anyway, yeah, I don't normally make mistakes like that, so we now have a line in the notes for Hibiki, and it says it's in bud with a question mark, because I'm still not sure. Anybody who's got this, even this stumpy little cane round here has got life at the end of it. So we have life here, and just starting here and out the side. So it's doing something, and they all look quite similar. So whatever it's going to do quite a bit of it, I think. If it's blooms, that'll be quite a little show to get that many spikes. The spikes have multiple blooms on them, so they're not going to be single blooms. They will actually branch out and form multiple blooms per spike. That bit I do know. But it's just a matter of, are these buds? Anybody's got one of these and seen it bud, do they look like that? Yeah? And has anybody got one of these that's ever grown Keikis out of older canes? Because it looks like the type of Dendrobium that doesn't tend to grow Keikis under normal circumstances. But the fact that this has been recently uprooted and mounted, the plant may be reacting to that and chucking out Keikis, thinking it's been damaged. But we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, obviously updates will follow. But yeah, a mistake in the notes. It's not the first time, it won't be the last.